Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. One of two spots in the championship game up for grabs in this semifinal. It's the 1 seed RBI Guardians and the number 4 seed Ohio Elite up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation. We will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive. Hansen pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
Time to begin the back half of our 6-game slate today at Ron Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West. It is semifinal 1 of 2 in the 18U division of the 2025 the Midwest Challenge Tournament Championships on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Should be a fun one in this game. The RBI Guardians, fresh off of a perfect pool play run of 3-0, look to continue that here in semifinal number 1. Their opponent, a very tough team in the Ohio Elite 18U squad. They do get a few new faces in this game added on. You have Show from University School making his summer ball debut after the loss yesterday. A tough 1-0 defeat at the hands of Licking Valley. And on top of that, Garrett Broadwater has joined us for game number 2. He will be out in center field and batting leadoff for OEB. I believe we also did see Aaron Moss get over to the field, but he will not be active for this game. We could see him again in the championship, but that would be a tough call to make. Obviously, the U.S. kids still heartbroken after yesterday's result, which was really just a hard-fought game by both teams. In the end, when push came to shove, that game ended up belonging to Licking Valley, and sometimes that's just how things end up in the game of baseball. It just doesn't go your way, and that's what happened yesterday. With those players fresh off of that defeat, they are out for revenge today. Out for redemption more than anything, as they just want to prove to themselves that that was not the game that they wanted to happen and that they can make amends for it and use it as motivation as they look to get more experienced as the years go on. One of those players, Nathan Bonus, the senior at Walsh, his squad knocked out on Friday. He will be getting the start on the bump today for Ohio Elite. Bonus, that was a tough loss for him and the rest of the Warriors. Fly ball into right field, caught in foul territory. The runner was able to tag up and score, and that was enough to win the game for Anthony Wayne, who ended up going on to win the state championship yesterday. And that was a great win over Amherst Steel in the late hours of Saturday night. That game beginning at 10:10 p.m. at Canal Park. Just a really obscure starting time for a playoff game, a championship game nonetheless. On the mound today for the RBI Guardians, it is Charlie Summers wearing number 37, a new addition to the squad. Just finished up, I believe, his time at Crestwood, and he is all ready to go on the mound to face Broadwater, Deutsch, and Bowen to get things underway in the top of the first inning. A few other new faces for OEB today include McCoy. Kyle McCoy playing in right field this game. I believe he was in left the last game. But with these rotations and just all the things that happen in summer ball, so many names and faces to remember as the games go by. 6 games today. They all kind of blend together. 7 total teams, a couple teams one and done. This is the second time that we are seeing OEB today. Second time that we are seeing this squad for the Guardians this year. But for OEB, overall for us, this is the third game, or now fourth, excuse me, that we've seen for them this summer. Always good to see this group. A good mix of Carrollton and Northeast Ohio flair on the squad. We get to see a bit of that Carrollton flair in the leadoff spot with Garrett Broadwater. Broadwater had a great campaign to wrap up his time at Carrollton earlier on this year. He has committed to play baseball at Charleston next year. First pitch is away. Ground ball hit to second base. Sastry able to get it at first. It's 1 up, 1 down, and that gets a loud round of applause and a loud round of jeers from the dugout of the RBI Guardians. Loud from the get-go. That is a championship mentality for Coach Douglas's guys. Coach Corey Douglas, the head skipper of the RBI Guards. He's an assistant coach over at Mount Union, behind the legendary skipper over in Alliance of Paul Hesse. First pitch in there, strike 1 to Braden Deutsch. Deutsch had a whole host of putouts at second base in game number 1, a 3-2 victory over Release Baseball in the 4-5 battle. The 0-1 going to miss, 1-1 now the count. A good start for Somers so far on the mound, getting that first pitch ground out, now doing his best to tiptoe the zone. Good drive into right center field, and it will get past the right fielder. It is extra bases for Deutsch. He will go to second, and he is in. And now that will get some applause from the OEB dugout. It looks like today's game is going to be one highly contested between the opposing dugouts. We will watch this one back. A beautiful crank into right. Just a tough sliding play to make. It gets by. It'll be a single on the ball dropping, and on the ball getting past the right fielder, it will go down as a base error. It is Brady Bowen now stepping in. Bowen skies that one on the infield left side. Tavares underneath it. Has it amid the sun for out number 2. And that will retire the DH. 2 down, and Stone Fawcett, the EH, will step in. Stone caught game number 1, caught all 9 innings, and earned the Healthy Sioux Chiropractic Center Player of the Game honors for his efforts. A really good performance from Stone, bringing in 2 runs via RBIs. The first one kind of just dying in right center field. The second one, a sac fly that ended up winning the game in the bottom of the 9th. Fawcett takes first pitch, strike, and once again that dugout is loud. That is really what is going to propel the Guardians to a win if they get it today. On paper, 2 very good squads, but given the win earlier, OEB, assuming they have enough fuel in the tank, they might be the favorites. Fawcett swings and misses, now 0-2. A tough chase on the outside corner. For RBI in the bottom of the inning, it's Pickett, Tavares, and Grell. 0-2 count on Stone Fawcett with Landon James awaiting in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Down low for ball 1. Good block behind the dish by Vargo. Outside of Somers and Vargo, it's Sastry at first, Martinez at second, Tavares at short, Zabala at third, Gonzalez, Pickett, and Ellington left to right in the outfield sets the defense for the RBI Guardians. Now time called by the catcher Vargo to go and talk to Somers, getting on the same page once again. Stone Fawcett looking for a big drive. 1-2 count. Somers takes his time and deals. Fawcett fouls that one left side, might be playable, and it will be chased out of play by Zabala. You see the hustle of this RBI Guardian squad. No walking whatsoever. This is a very strong squad, a very motivated squad, wanting to win a tournament title this weekend, and on Father's Day, no less. Once again, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers watching on at home. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Fawcett. Somers trying again to take out the Ashland commit. The pitch. In there for strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. Beautiful delivery by Charlie Somers. We will take a second look at that one. absolute beauty from Summers. The late addition, not late to the party, as he is pitching in mid-season form already. An excellent pitch, dumbfounding Fawcett in the box. Middle of one at Ron Mottl Field, scoreless on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The RBI Guardians look to get a hot start offensively as we are back to the action in the bottom of the first inning. Pickett, Tavares, and Grell get their day underway at the sticks. A good defensive showing in the top of the inning. The only hit coming from Deutsch, and he was able to take second base on a pass ball in right field, just escaping the right fielder Ellington. A good diving effort, just not in time to get the ball. First pitch of the day from Bonus is high for ball one. Once again, Nathan Bonus just finished up his time at Walsh, and he is making his debut in the summer travel season. Ball two also upstairs. He, along with Schoaf, his third baseman, are making their debuts this afternoon for OEB in 2025. 2-0 in there, now 2-1. Pickett, no stranger to Bonus. Both played in the old Crown Conference for 3 years, as that was the battle between Padua and Walsh. A battle that ended up being the final Crown Conference championship game. Padua taking home that victory last season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Pickett. The pitch. Going to miss, and we are full. Tight miss to Pickett, but a tight zone behind the dish. TJ looking to give a good start to the Guardians. Bonus looking to settle back in. A late arriver to the field today. And that just happens amid all of the changing times. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. There's out number one. Punch out number one on the day for Nathan Bonus. Beautiful delivery. Pickett unable to catch up with the bat speed. 3:30 was the scheduled first pitch time that we ended up having. 3:15 the initial. Only 15 minutes behind schedule now. And that is big as we look to kind of bring things back in as the finals now within reach. Tavares chops it left side, picked up by Schoaf. He will bobble, and it will be an E5 that fields Tavares at first. A tough hop over at third for Schoaf, unable to bring it in. And that will give RBI their first base runner of the day. And now Carlos Grell will step in. Grell, the DH, part of the massive rebuild over at Garrett Morgan. Really one of the key contributors to it, as Garrett Morgan, now one of the more formidable squads in the Cleveland series. Bonus nods and delivers. Chopped well foul left side. 0-1 the count. And as expected, you can hear Coach Douglas giving his encouragement to Grell, a very vocal third base coach. You could tell he has that head coach mentality, and whenever he gets that chance at the collegiate level, he is going to do a great job wherever he goes. A one blocked behind the dish. James will throw down. It will go into center field. Going into third base is Tavares. The throw from Broadwater not in time. From first to third, Tavares goes. Good hustle all the way around by Julian. Able to force a couple of throwing errors in the field from OEB. And that is a good momentum builder for Grell in the box. Only one down in the bottom of the first inning. Bonus coming set. Deals. Off the plate. And a big reason why this squad is so talented, not only their depth, but with Coach Douglas coaching them, they are playing definitely above expectations. Skied by Grell, it will stay in the infield. Sedlecki calling it off, and he will have it in no man's land for out number 2. Good work by Sedlecki to call that one out. Make sure he tells everybody it's his. Everybody backs away, and it is the Chatham commit making the play. With 2 down, it is Jensen Vargo, the catcher, now stepping in. Runner at third with 2 down. Jansen a chance to put RBI on the board. The pitch. Thought about it, but leaves it upstairs for ball 1. After Vargo, it would go to Ellington. Going back to the last game, this was supposed to be Don Marchetta's start, but due to his pitch count in the first game, coming in for Palange, he was unable to keep his pitches low enough, and that resulted in him being taken out of this start. And talking to Lucas Palange, he was pulled after 5 due to the pitch count that Walsh has implemented for him in the summer. The 2-0. In there for strike 1. Late designation given. In the next inning for OEB, it is James Sedlecki and Schoaf. Bonus is 2-1. Popped right side, foul behind us. Count now 2-2. That runner at third, definitely a big, clear, and present danger for OEB. The 2-2 hits him. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 down for Ellington. Tough one getting away from Bonus. Runs inside too far. Assuming Bonus can pitch the whole game and OEB does get the upset win, it would most likely be Garrett Broadwater getting the start in the championship game. But the RBI Guardians looking to get some runs on the board early to really kind of question that upset mentality. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1. If the bases would load, it would bring up J.R. Sastry. And Sastri's power, that is a dangerous prospect for the OEB defense to have to face. And one of the guys in the dugout for OEB and Don Marchetta knows that all too well. Bonus coming set. The 1-0 runner goes, chopped foul off of James. And he appears to be okay after being slightly shaken. But Landon James initially committed to Lake Erie, decommitted amid the coaching changes over there. Now looking for a new home. It starts now. Every game important for Landon James. He looks to make an impact, make a couple of good plays, and show college coaches why they should take a chance on him. And it's more of a calculated chance than anything. 1-1 the count. Runner goes, sailing upstairs. James will throw down. It will sail into the outfield, and that will score Tavares from third. The RBI Guardians strike first in the semifinals. Another throw just sailing too high above the middle of the infield, and that's exactly what the Gardos wanted to happen there. They drew the error, and they will take the run because of it. Now a 2-1 count on Ellington. Already some early game damage by the guards. Bonus, setting, checks, and deals. Popped foul, and that's coming towards us. And that is going to miss us just off to our left. Even count now 2-2. Once again, we are in the SmeeSports mobile press box here at Ron Mottl Field. Not in the official box, but in our 10x10 canopy tent off on the first base side. 2-2, good drive into the outfield. Going for it in right is McCoy, and he will have it to retire the side. but not before a couple of defensive miscues gift a run to the RBI Guards. End of one here in Parma. It is the 1 seed up 1-0 on Ohio Elite. This is the 2025 Midwest Challenge Championships on the SmeeSports YouTube channel in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Overall, a beautiful day for baseball here at Ron Mottl Field. A great Father's Day as well. Once again, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers watching at home. And once again, a shout out to my dad who came here early in the morning to help set up the tent while also sticking around for game number 1 to run our switcher. And assuming the championship game does not start too late, he will be up here to help take down the canopy potentially. Lined into the outfield to begin the second, but caught by Pickett for out number 1. A good barrel by Landon James, just unable to beat the defense. TJ Pickett has made a lot of good plays for the RBI Guards this season already. Not too much playing time over at Padua. There were a couple of guys ahead of him in the pecking order, but right now in the summer, he has been tremendous, and he has been the leadoff guy of choice for his head coach in Corey Douglas. Sedlecki, second pitch of the inning, grounds it to first. Sastry takes his time, throws it to Summers, and he is in time to cover for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, 2 pitches. And if Summers can pitch like this, there's a chance we could see him again in the next game. But obviously this is a small sample size. Once again, 2 pitches, 2/3 of an inning to look at. Still a lot of game left to play. After that ground out, it is Slater Schoaf stepping in. First take of the inning, it doesn't matter, it's strike 1. And you can hear the dugout of the RBI Guardians engaged as ever in this game. And now 0-2, Charlie Summers dominating early on the mound. This is the dream start for the RBI Guardians. Can they get out number 3 here? Summers sets the 0-2, not quite, missing down low. But a good pitch from Summers, a challenging offering to Schoaf. After Slater, it goes to Isaac Husted in the 8-hole. Summers already 1 strikeout today. Won't get number 2, instead it's chopped left side. Tough play to make. The throw to Sastry is in time. It's a great stretch from JR that retires the side. Zabala put it in the region, and JR did the rest. One of the quickest innings you'll see today. 6 total pitches thrown by Charlie Summers, and once again, it is a defensive statement by RBI, this time getting OEB in order. Middle of 2 already in game number 4 of the day. 1-0 your score. It's the RBI Guardians on top of Ohio Elite. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Sastry Martinez and Biascocha set to swing in the bottom of the second inning for the RBI Guardians. This is the power of their order stepping in. Ball one taken upstairs by JR. We obviously know his power from covering him, me for 1 year at Holy Name Broadcasting, and then 1 extra year here on SmeeSports. We know the power that JR Sastry possesses in his swing, and especially when there's a little bit of wind behind, he could definitely go yard. 1-1 the count, the pitch. Upstairs for ball 2. But he has shown a more reserved and patient approach this summer. Definitely one of the star players of the RBI Guardians, a 2-year player now after playing last season. Sastry, a good pop but foul, 2-2 the counts. And right away, some adjustments are being given to JR from the dugout about the slot of his swing. That's the beauty of the Guardians. They have so many top-tier coaches able to help these players on the fly. Sastry able to chop it down the left side. Schoeffel charge. Throw to 1 is in time. It's a great stretch by Sidlecki confirming out number 1. The defense is going blow for blow so far in the second inning. Jorge Martinez now steps in. The second baseman looking to begin his day with a base knock. Once again, a lot of power in this region of the order. And there's ball 1. Once again, you can kind of hear in the background the RBI Guardians dugout getting loud. And the beauty of this team outside of the coaching, it's a melting pot from all around the area. You have Martinez in the box right now, just graduated from Lincoln West. You have Lincoln West, Rhodes, Garrett Morgan represented, Normandy, St. Ed's, John Marshall, so many good greater Cleveland area schools. And even Holy Name and Padua here in the Parma region. I believe technically we're in Parma Heights as Valley Forge is across the street. So then Padua and Parma, if you want to call it that way. If you want to call Parma and Parma Heights one and the same, be my guest. Then in that case, you have 2 Parma schools represented along with Normandy, but Normandy more Seven Hills. 2-2 now the count on Martinez. Biascocha awaits in the on-deck circle. The pitch. Fouled away by Martinez. Good powerful swing. Semifinal number 2 is set to get underway here at 5:30 p.m. Given how this game has gone, we are somewhat on track to make that happen. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Bonus takes a load off for out number 2. Punch out number 2 on the day for my namesake. Beautiful pitch. Martinez with that chase. And from that pitch alone, I guess it's a good day to be a Nathan. Now Biascocha will step in. We saw Biascocha in the game on Thursday against Premier Relic. And he had a couple of good at-bats, couple of good plays all the way around. And to begin, he fouls that one back, 0-1 the count. Next inning for OEB, it is Husted, McCoy, and Lakowski in the 8, 9, and 10 slots. Biascocha is in the 8 slot here for the RBI Guardians. The 0-1. Down low now, 1-1. But both dugouts starting to get more and more vocal. Something we really haven't seen today until the end, especially in the last game. The 1-1. In there now, 1-2. On the far side, at least one player for Premier has made their way back here to the field, getting ready to go for their 5:30 game against the Cleveland Baseball Federation. And now in the meantime, Biascocha will step out. But that'll be a fun game between the newcomers and the established Summer Ball Club. 1-2 count. The pitch. Down low and skipping past James. That'll even up the count at 2-2. After Biascocha, it would go to Michael Gonzalez, the left fielder. But a chance for both sides to be retired in order here. The 2-2. Sailing upstairs for ball 3, and we are full. Bonus 2 punch outs on the day. Looking for an answer here. Allowed 2 free passes in the last inning. And that one is fouled on the right field line, so we will see it again. The first was an error over at third from Shove. The second was a hard 90 hitting Vargo. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We try the payoff again. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Nathan Bonus blows it right past Biascocha for his 3rd K of the day. Beautiful placement, beautiful spots all the way around. Nathan Bonus humming on the mound. Only 1 hit in this game. It is for OEB. Yet the run that has been scored in this game belongs to the RBI Guardians due to some good base running. End of 2 here in Parma. It is the RBI Guards up 1-0 on Ohio Elite. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. A lot of defense so far in Game 4 of the day. Semifinal number 1 here at Ron Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West. First pitch down low to Houston, 1-0 the count. Last time we saw Somers, it was only for 6 pitches. 2 pitches, 2 outs recorded, and then a 4-pitch at-bat is what it took to get rid of Schoaf. But through 2 pitches, 2 balls to Houston. 8, 9, and 10 this inning, including Houston, followed by McCoy and Lukowski for OEB. That pitch down low and skipping behind for ball 3. The pitching depth of the RBI Guardians have kept them in a number of games this tournament so far. They hold a record of 4-0 as of right now. The 3-0 in there for strike 1. And going back to the last game, that walk-off win for the Cleveland Baseball Federation that keeps them undefeated, now 7-0 on the year. The 3-1 fouled away, and we are full. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Getting a strikeout here would be a great recovery for Somers. Here comes his payoff pitch. Popped right side and into the bullpen, foul. So we will see it again. A good battle between Houston and Somers. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. There's out number 1. Punch out number 2 today for Charlie Somers. He has been electrifying on the mound. Only the 1 hit. Everybody else retired. Outside of that single, ground out, pop out, strikeout, fly out, ground out, strikeout. McCoy trying to change the fate for OEB, and he will hit it over towards second base. Good scoop in the hole. Throw to 1 is in time for out number 2. It's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Good put out by Jorge Martinez over at second base for the RBI Guardians. Now A.J. Lukowski, the left fielder, will step back in. Hit near the top of the order in game number 1, now at the bottom as a pseudo second leadoff hitter for OEB. First pitch down low for ball 1. But this game definitely breezing on by. The official start time was, I believe, 3:30. If that's the case, we are 33 minutes in. Pops up on the infield right side. You can hear the dugout already. Sastry underneath. He has it, and the side is retired. Once again, it is OEB going in order. What dominance by the RBI Guardians. You see them coming off the diamond on your screen. They are loving this game so far. Middle of 3, semifinal number 1. The Guardians looking poised for a championship run. They look to hold their end of the bargain up offensively to help out the defense when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Nine, 10, then stop for the RBI Guardians in the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 your score. The only run scoring via a throwing error around the yard. The ball sailing into the outfield, and that is the only run that has crossed so far. Ground ball hardly hit down the left side. Shove has it, and the throw 2-1 is in time. It's 1 up, 1 down. A spectacular snag over at third by the University School Prepper. And you see that championship pedigree right there with that dive. Runner-up in Division III this year. Just finished up his senior year, but Shove, an excellent slide over down the line that easily could have snuck by, going down to a knee, able to then get it over to Sedlecki. Great play all the way around. And that'll be 1-0 taken in the box by Zabala. Zabala batting 10th, also the third baseman for the RBI Guardians. Bonus coming set. The pitch. Up and in for ball 2. Once again, as expected, wind gusts of around 13 miles per hour and below. We keep getting them in short stints today. Fouled behind by Zabala, 2-1. But recapping the day in game number 1, we saw Release take on Ohio Elite in 9 innings. It was Stone Fawcett's sac fly that ended up winning the day for Ohio Elite. That was followed up by a dominant win by Premier Ohio Boris over Premier Ohio Relic. 7-4 the final. Scott DeMarco had it inside the park home run, assisted by an error, but that was the parting line and point of difference in the end. Then in the game just gone by, it was a walk-off victory for the Cleveland Baseball Federation. Corbin Marshall's RBI single was enough to see out the 3-2 victory. So far today, 2 3-2 scorelines. Payoff pitch will miss off the plate for ball 4, and that will give first base to Zabala. Back to the top of the order we go with TJ Pickett. And over in the bullpen for OEB, we do have some action. It'll be interesting to see who they bring in. Once again, their goal trying to save some arms. There could also be a spot where we see Moss finally suit up, if assuming he is here, which I believe I did see him earlier. This could also be a spot for Fawcett or Bowen as DH or EH. Couple throwbacks not in time from bonus. It also could be Hunter Allison. Allison not in the lineup today in game number 2. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come in. That pitch upstairs for ball 1. And I think all parties in this kind of near region, pitcher, catcher, and first base, all wanting that runner out at first. And bonus will take time, an extra long hiatus from the mound before coming back. But this game definitely making some good time. Bonus coming set. The pitch. Upstairs for ball 2. And actually it wears them. The baseball just barely grazes Pickett, and that will put 2 on with 1 down. Late designation given, time now called, and bonus will get talked to. Potentially time for the pitcher warming up to just kind of get his finishing touches put on. That if something else happens, the change can be made. No more stalling outside of this. And I think this is more of just settling him down for the time being. Obviously a tough spot to be in right now. You want to let your pitcher ride this one out, but at the same time, it's win or go home. You used 2 of your pitchers in the last game. If you have to use 2 here to make it to the championship game, you have to do that. Albeit it might not have to be your best pitcher you have left coming in. You might make that change, and then if bonus is up and ready for the test again in the next game, you could try again with him. Or even in a relief capacity in the championship. But right now, all signs are showing to OEB keeping the faith in bonus. First pitch off the plate, ball 1 to Julian Tavares. Tavares reached via the free pass as he kind of forced an error. Bonus will throw back to 2, not in time. But a good move nonetheless, keeping the runners honest. We've already seen a couple of mistakes lead to a run today, not only in this game, but in others. Every precaution needs to be taken. Tavares, hard hit ball to third. They will get the runner going between second and third. It's a good tag applied by Show for out number 2. And that could also be seen as him showing Dom Marchetta how it's done. All jokes aside, after the fielder's choice, it will go to Carlos Grell, 0 for 1 on the day with a pop-out. Once again, you go back to Garrett Morgan, really a standout team now in the Cleveland area, from one of the worst programs to now one of the best in the span of a couple of years. He's a big reason why, a big part of that rebuild, and in the next couple of years, you could see Garrett Morgan start to compete for some more things. As well, a new school altogether. They have really had a nice meteoric rise, just still looking for a couple of big pieces to fall into place. The 1-0. In there for strike 1. Next inning for OEB, it is the strict top of their order with Broadwater, Deutsch, and Bowen. 1-1 counts. Bonus. Sets. Checks. Wouldn't be surprised to see time called, and we do right there. Just given the long pause from Bowen. Time being called, not a bad idea in the box. 1-1 pops up, out of play, and it is off to our side. 1-2 the count. 2 tournaments this upcoming week that we could be covering. The first one, Kent State Invite number 2. That's where we will most likely be on Sunday. But during the week, we could have pool play for the Elite Midwest Challenge. The 1-2, chopped foul. Check social media at SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest 2024 for updates. Once we know, we will have those posted in a timely fashion. That'll be a conversation we have probably tomorrow to figure that out. And as well, WRCL, we could be doing that Tuesday and or Wednesday. But we will see what we end up doing, schedules aligning. Tomorrow's an off day for sure, just given the sheer volume of 6 games today. Need a day to take off and rest before getting back at it on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Once you count on Grell, the pitch. Ground ball hit the shelf. Shelf, an excellent snag. The throw across is in time, and the side is retired. Slater Shelf takes that one out of the outfield and gets the final out. Beautiful move over at third. Once again, far from a gimme snag over at the hot corner. That is why they have given it that name. We will see it on the replay. Just a great diving effort. Doesn't try to do too much. Just throws it across to Sedlecki, and he will do the rest. End of 3. It is the RBI Guardians hanging on to their 1-0 lead against the Ohio Elite 18U squad. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Broadwater and company gearing up for their second go-around today in game number 2. 1-0 the score. Swing and a miss there from Broadwater to begin his second at-bat. 0-1 the counts. You have Broadwater, Deutsch, and Bowen in the top 3. Once again, Bowen, a late addition to this squad. The Akron commit was supposed to be a guest player for last weekend, but now he has stepped into this OEB squad and seemingly has found himself a home. And he has been a welcomed addition to this tournament team. 0-2 the count on Broadwater. The pitch. Hit down the left side, and it is down the line, and it will be a fair ball. Broadwater will take the turn, and he will retreat. But what a swing by Broadwater, sneaking it down that line. A big leadoff single. First hit of the day for Broadwater. Second for Ohio Elite. We will see this one back to see what happened. And now that's a tough one. It kind of looked like it bounced in foul territory before coming back fair. Either way, it will be a leadoff single, and Braden Deutsch will step in. This might be the time to do some damage for Ohio Elite. Deutsch takes strike 1 on the corner. All it takes is a couple of runs to change the dynamic of this game. Another lower scoring affair. Kind of expected to see more offense in this game after the game scripts that we have seen so far. Low scoring, then high scoring, then low scoring. This should have gone back to high, but right now it is staying down low. The 0-1. Fouled behind by Deutsch, 0-2. But Braden Deutsch, a top-tier player for this OEB squad. Just a great player all the way around. Plays his role perfectly, and I'm sure over at Otterbein, they're going to get themselves a great player this upcoming year. The 0-2. Off the corner, and that will be ball 1. But Deutsch finished up his time over at Hudson. Hudson, a great campaign, making it, I believe, to the regional tournament for the first time in nearly 10 years. We also got to see Little Bro and Chase Deutsch last week. The 1-2 off the plate, ball 2. And Chase, to his credit, in a senior-led division as a now rising sophomore, really held his own. Playing up a few years, didn't really faze him. And that is a good thing to see for the Hudson Explorers and as well for the future of his career. Runner goes, it won't matter. It runs inside and hits Deutsch. Got a single his last time up. This time he gets hit. That'll put 2 on. Nobody out for Brady Bowen. Bowen, one of the most dangerous hitters on this roster. We saw it time and time again this past season for Worcester. A great season for them, ending at the hands of CVCA. And that came in a shock result in the regional semis. CVCA then falling to US in the regional final. But a chance for this game to change in favor of Ohio Elite. First pitch, going to hit the top of the zone for strike 1. And right now, if we were starting at 3:15, or if that was the initial start time for this game, as expected, we would be just over an hour in. So for that standard, we are making good time. Ground ball left side, picked up at short. They will get the out at 2, not at 1, as it is not in time. It is a fielder's choice for out number 1, but that'll put runners at the corners with that. It was perfectly worked. I would say that is exactly what they kind of wanted to do there. Obviously, you want to have all 3 guys still on, but in this case, you have them at the corners, 1 down. A ball into the outfield, and a guy who has had at least a sac fly today, and Stone Fawcett steps in. This is not a bad spot for OEB to be in. Obviously, you want to have all three guys on, but that's just not realistic given where that ball was put. But Bowen at first, over at third, it is Broadwater. Fawcett, weak hit right side. This could be two. They will go for the runner at two. They get him, but Fawcett able to bring in Broadwater. We are tied up at 1. Perfect. That's exactly what they needed to do once again. Was it the best case scenario? No. They would have wanted a little bit more from that, but did they score the run? Yes. Mission complete. Good placed ball by Fawcett. Nobody was going to be able to get him over at first base. He stays on with 2 down, tie game, and now Landon James a chance to move him along. James will take strike 1 of the corner. But third RBI today for Fawcett. Responsible for all but 1 of the runs scored by OEB. And that is really impressive to see from him, given all of the stars in this lineup. The 0-1 runs inside, evening up the counts. In the bottom of the inning for the RBI Guardians, it is Vargo, Ellington, and Sastry. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sommer is keeping a close eye on Fawcett at first. James pops it out of play, foul, making it now 1-2. As well, we are nearing the halfway point of this game. Could be another clear-cut game in 7. Could also be one that goes to extras depending on how this one plays out. 1-2 count. The pitch. James able to foul that one behind. If Landon James is able to reach safely, things would turn to Spencer Sedlecki. The 4 seed looking to play spoiler to the number 1 in the semifinals. Runner goes, the 1-2. Ground ball up the gut, and it will take an awkward hit into right field. Fawcett going to third. He is in, and that'll put runners at the corners. Still 2 down. Just an awkward hit up the gut, and now Sedlecki a chance to put OEB in the lead. And in an interesting turn of events, our courtesy runner is Dom Marchetta. And on the side of your screen, we'll put it up now, kind of a light embrace between Marchetta and Sastry, high school teammates for the past couple of years. And I kind of think, if you're Sastry right now, you're really surprised to see Dom Marchetta as the base runner behind you. Maybe not on the bingo card this afternoon. But Sedlecki a chance to put OEB on top. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1. After Sedlecki, it would go to Slater Schoaf. Schoaf, just like Sedlecki, 0 for 1 today with a ground out. An elongated pause here. Vargo, he is going to put on a first and third, anticipating Marchetta's steal. Don't know if we will see Marchetta go. I kind of think this is just one to fill out the numbers you put him in, and he can kind of just be in the base path. Sedlecki taking ball 2. Oh! I thought that was for sure going to make it 1-1. Instead, it just misses. Would be intrigued to see where that one missed on a heat map, but either way, I think they're going to say just a titch low. Sedlecki, a good hit over into the outfield, just sneaking it past the second baseman. It's an RBI single for Spencer Sedlecki, and Ohio Elite will take the lead. Great bit of hitting by Spencer Sedlecki. Places it perfectly on the right side, just beating out the second baseman. And the comeback is complete for the 4 seed. Really tough to call this 4 seed an underdog, given how well they have played all season. But they are living up to that tag right here. First pitch to Schoaf down low for ball 1. But just a great response in the top of the 4th inning by Ohio Elite. They want to play in the championship game later on today. They don't want to fall short in the semifinals. And assuming Ohio Elite does make it, both teams in the championship game would have played a total of 3 games today. Keep in mind the top 2 seeds did not get a bye in this competition. Only the top 1 in the Guardians did. And that was because rather given the weather was given late admittance to the party, and they played in the 2 versus 7 battle earlier on today. 2-0. Schoaf, a good bit of hitting into the outfield. Pickett right to him. He is under it to retire the side, but not before OEB flips the script. Down 1, now up 1. Middle of 4 at Ron Mottl Field. It is the underdogs taking the lead over the 1 seed RBI Guardians. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Nathan Bonus's day will be done on the mound for OEB after 3 innings of work, allowing 1 run. It is now Brady Bowen on to throw. The Akron commit looking to nail down this inning against Vargo, Ellington, and J.R. Sastry. Ohio Elite in the top of the 4th inning, able to flip the script, now up 2-1 on the RBI Guardians. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Swing and a miss, a good way to begin the outing for Bowen on the mound. 0-1 the count. Vargo reached safely in his lone plate appearance today via the hard 90. That time he fouls away the 0-1, now 0-2. But bringing on Brady Bowen, a good statement of intent made by OEB. And it also keeps the Carrollton guys in line to start the next game. I think if you do see this squad in the championship game, it is going to be Garrett Broadwater on the mound as he will look to nail down a championship win. That's what I would do if I was OEB. Obviously, you have to go a little bit deeper into your lineup than you'd want to, given that Marchetta had to come in for Palange in the first game. But we could see that happen with Broadwater. That's what I assume does. 0-2, chopped foul, and that will give Vargo a second life. But of course, they have to get there first. Nothing is a guarantee in tournament ball. We saw the last game flip on its head completely at the end. 2-1 scoreline turned 3-2 pretty quick. The 0-2. Vargo, fly ball into the outfield. Underneath it in center is Broadwater, and he has it for out number 1. A solid start to Bowen's outing, getting the first out. Now it is Leandro Ellington, the right fielder, 0 for 1 today as he flew out to his fellow right fielder back in the first. Bowen looking to continue cruising here. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And that is what I would say cruising is for Bowen. Wouldn't be surprised to see him just kind of hum through this game. Maybe 50 pitches, maybe less. 0-1 down low, 1-1. The one issue, a good amount of balls mixed in. If he can keep the K rate well above the ball rate, he does have a very good chance to go deep into this game, get the win potentially, and then go to the next game back in the lineup, whether it be at the DH spot or at short. Ball 2 taken up. At short this game it is Houston. We could see him moving to the outfield. Somebody is going to have to go in left field as Broadwater will be most likely replaced by one of the outfielders, whether it be Lakowski, who I assume it is, or McCoy. I don't think you're going to see somebody replace Broadwater in center straight up that isn't in the outfield right now in the next game, assuming he pitches. 2-2 breaks in, foul down the left field line. Almost a great hit by Ellington. Still great contact nonetheless. Ellington just finished up his time at John Marshall a few weeks ago. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Bowen. Just below the knees, and we are full. Ellington making Bowen work early on in his outing. Brady looking for out number 2. The payoff pitch. Fly ball. This time it will go shallow into right field. Underneath it from second is Deutsch, and he has it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to begin the bottom of the 4th inning for the defense of OEB. And that'll bring up the ever-dangerous J.R. Sastry. Sastry with one swing of the bat looking to change this game in favor of the RBI Guards. Once again, down by 1. Once again, a beautiful day for baseball at Tri-C. Beautiful all around Northeast Ohio. Some rain was expected initially at this point in the day, but it was taken off. And definitely a good thing it was, as this has just been a great day for baseball. And compared to last week, glad to be still having games at this point. The 1-0 in there now, 1-1 on Sastry. Still 2 more games left to go today after this one. Semifinal number 2, and then the championship game. 1-1. Just going to miss inside for ball 2. The next game will feature number 2, Premier Boras, taking on number 3, Cleveland Baseball Federation. The 2-1. Sastry hits it left side. Good scoop by Schoaf at third. The throw across the diamond is in time, and the side is retired. The RBI Guardians taken out in order. End of 4 at Ron Mottl Field. It is Ohio Elite in control, up 2-1 on the Guards. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Through 3 games today, chalk has reigned supreme. The higher seeds getting the wins in the first 3 games. OEB on pace right now to be the first lower seed to get a win this afternoon. Still early on, but up 2-1 on the RBI Guardians as we enter the 5th inning. First pitch running inside to Houston. It is still Sommers on the mound. 2 runs allowed so far in the game, but he has been really solid for the squad. Pretty much coming as advertised. Houston fouls that one away, 1-1. With the bottom 3 hitting here for OEB. If they do need some runs down the stretch in this game, it would be the top of their order in the 6th and 7th up to swing. That does give them some hope if the defense does let down in the bottom of the 5th. But Brady Bowen, a good outing so far through 1 inning on the bump, getting RBI in order. 3-1 count on Houston. McCoy awaits in the on-deck circle. And the largest margin of victory that we have seen today across the 3 games is 3. 2 games decided by 1 run. And that'll be ball 4. Houston will reach via the free pass. A big stark contrast to last Monday for the Tim Lattley Memorial Diamond League Tournament Championships. 3 games played, 3 run rules. This time out, 3 games played. The winners won by a combined 5 runs. Definitely a lot of good games, a lot of evenly matched teams so far. Now McCoy steps in. McCoy fouls that one away. Right side, 0-1 the count. With this OEB squad, they are hungry for some silverware, feeling hard done by given all of the guys out this past weekend. They definitely could have won the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament Championship game, but they had to make it there first, and the pitching and just really the squad ran out of guys. The Carrollton guys just couldn't be there due to the fact that they had banquet. You don't have your Walsh player. You don't have your 2 from US. Dom was unable to pitch. Palange still injured. You had 2 or 3 active guys playing that game. Now it's pretty much the full squad outside of maybe 1 or 2 guys. This is the best they're going to look all year. This is where they can make a statement early on in the summer and get a big tournament win. 1-2 the count on McCoy. Throwback to 1, not in time. Good tag though by Sastry. A lot of good throwbacks to the bag at 1 today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Fly ball once again, foul. And now we do have some action in the bullpen next to us for the RBI Guardians. We'll see who that ends up being when the time comes, if it does. 1-2 on McCoy. The RBI Guardians still looking for out number 1 in the 5th. Hit up the gut, and it is snatched at short. What a play, and it's a double play! Julian Tavares out of nowhere snatches it. What a play in the hole by Julian Tavares. That ball sent screaming towards center field. Instead, it is a 6-3 double play. 2 outs. Wow. You see the snag on the side of your screen. Just a great play all the way around. And that will help get some momentum back into the RBI Guardians. And right now they need a lot of momentum. Still down, and we really haven't heard their dugout nearly as much. The 1-0. Upstairs now 2-0. After Lukowski, we would go back to the top of the order with Broadwater. And it appears some of the Cleveland Baseball Federation players making their way back to Ron Mottl Field. Fly ball sent into center. Underneath it is Pickett, and he has it to retire the side. A big double play forced by Julian Tavares helps the side go in order. Middle of 5 here at Tri-C. This game still for the taking. It is OEB, however, in the driver's seat for now, up 2-1. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Jorge Martinez in the box to get things underway in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-1 your score. Ohio Elite on top of the RBI Guardians. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. The next game scheduled to get underway at 5:30 p.m. And given how we are looking right now, we might be back on track to have that game start on time. But all it takes is one inning getting away from either one of these teams, and we will be back to where we started. Once again, the first game going to 9 innings has put us behind schedule. 1-1, grounded right side, picked up by Deutsch at second. The throw to Allison at first is in time for out number 1. That, I believe, outside of the pitching change, the first defensive swap made by OEB in this game. Hunter Allison now into the game for Sedlecki. And that could also mean Sedlecki will be getting warm to potentially come into the game and pitch. That definitely is something that would cross my mind right now, given that we have seen him before, or he could just be simply getting warm just in case. And if he does come in, throws an inning or two, we could see Spencer then again close out for Garrett in the championship game. That's my guess as to what's going to happen. Once again, no real concrete idea, and as of last Saturday, I still didn't know that Spencer pitched, so we're still trying to work through that one. The 2-0 from Bowen, in there for strike 1. But a surprisingly large number of Padua players playing today in this tournament. Here comes the 2-1. Fouled away. But going back to the Padua players, you have Sedlecki on this squad along with Palange, Trey Martin for the Cleveland Baseball Federation, and Pickett, the center fielder for the RBI Guardians. A good amount of Padua power on the field. 2-2 inside for ball 3, and we are full. Only 2 holy name players, and this was their home diamond this past season. You have Sastry for the Guardians and Marchetto for OEB. After Biascocha, it goes to Michael Gonzalez, excuse me. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Brady Bowen takes a load off for out number 2. Punch out number 1 in his outing. 1 2/3 innings pitch now for Brady Bowen. It is 5 up, 5 down. Michael Gonzalez stepping in 0-for-1 today with a ground out. Bunt shown, pulled back, the pitch down low for ball 1. But exciting to see games 5 and 6 today. Maybe 2 of the more exciting contests. This one definitely living up to the hype as we expected a good battle here. OEB, a lot of talent on that squad, but the depth of the RBI Guardians definitely killer. And that's what we looked at entering this game. Allison trying to track it down, but it will fall into the RBI Guardians bullpen. But I kind of had a feeling entering today's play, the winner of our first game would give the RBI Guardians a good run for their money. And I think even if this was released in this spot, this would still be a very competitive game, but maybe the Guardians would be on top. Here comes the 1-1 from Bowen. Swing and a miss. Now 1 and 2, or excuse me, now that is strike 3, and that it will retire the side. 2 strikeouts in a row from Bowen. Give him 2 on the day. A good outing from him so far. 2 innings, 6 batters faced, 6 retired. 5 down, 2 to go here in semifinal number 1. It is OEB on top, 2-1 of the RBI Guardians. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Two innings left to play in semifinal number 1. OEB hanging on up 2-1. Now is the time to find some insurance, as all it takes is one good inning from the Guardians to put them back on top. Broadwater gets us underway. Ground ball through the hole in between second and short. And with 1 pitch, the leadoff man is aboard. Garrett Broadwater now 2 for 3 on the day since coming into the play of field for OEB. kind of a tough day for him as he missed game number 1, had to be brought up to speed for that one, and now in game number 2, just playing his trademark style of baseball, getting a couple of base hits and also doing a lot of good work in the outfield. Deutsch fouling that one into the glove behind, 0-1 the count. Deutsch has a single and a hard 90 to his name in the contest. Sommers throwing back to 1, not in time. Good idea on the mound, but really no contest, more of a warning shot at Broadwater. The 0-1, Broadwater will take off, swing and a miss, 0-2. The throw will sail into center field, and Broadwater will hold up at 2. I would say the right decision there to pump the brakes. That throw from Pickett would definitely have gotten him out at 3. Stay at 2 and let your offense move you along. But a 2-strike count on Deutsch, looking to reach safely for the 3rd time today. Sommers looking for strikeout number 3 of his outing. The 0-2, a good drive by Deutsch, but foul. Once again, a lot of good foul balls down that right side. A lot of hard hit balls as well. No balls, 2 strikes on Deutsch. Sommers checks and deals. Popped into shallow center. Cut off by Pickett in right center for out number 1. Broadwater fakes the tag up and he will stay put. Great ranging effort off to the left side by Pickett, and he will give the bow and arrow celebration to each side. And rightfully so. That ball awkwardly put into the outfield, but a guy like Pickett able to track it down, that is a big play for the Guardians. It might not seem like it in the scheme of things, but anything to keep this offense at bay is big. All it takes is 2 runs, and you most likely win this game. Bowen chops foul, 0-1 the count. It looks like we might potentially have yet another 3-2 game today. If that happens, that would be unprecedented. Half the games at one facility having the same final score. I don't know if that has happened in the 965 Midwest Challenges history. That would be an interesting stat to look up. Ground ball hit up the gut, and it will sneak through. A seeing eye single up the gut. Broadwater, he will take home, he will score, and into second is Bowen. It's an RBI single for the Akron commit, and there's the insurance for OEB. Great base hit by Bowen. He replaces Broadwater at second base, and the job is done for now. Perfectly pieced up the middle. That center between second and short has been where OEB has made the most of their big plays offensively in this game. Fawcett a chance to do some more damage here. The pitch. Fawcett right side. It's going to be a tough play to make. More simple now that the play has developed. Simple throw by Martinez over to Sastry at first. Retires Fawcett for out number 2. But Bowen now 90 feet away from scoring. That 4th run would be killer if OEB is able to score it. But at the same time, maybe not enough to seal this one, and I'd be surprised if it was enough to seal the game. Might be in the end, but right now, for comfort's sake, you're going to need a little bit more than that. Foul left side by James, 0-1 the count. In the bottom of the 6th inning for the RBI Guardians, it is Zabala then top. Once again, the wind beginning to pick up here at Ron Mottl Field. The 0-1 pops up, and it will go foul. So now 0-2 count on James. The winner advances to the championship game later today, scheduled for 7:45. 2 strikes to count. The pitch from Sommers. Ground ball right side, and it will skip into the outfield. Bowen will score from third, make it 4-1 OEB. A costly defensive error over at second base. Martinez not low enough on the ball, and that will give OEB a 3-run lead. tough break there, and just playing so many games, this is kind of where the fatigue sets in. We could see a lot of changes made in the coming moments by the RBI Guardians to stay in this game. And once again, it is Dom Marchetta running the bases for OEB. Not necessarily on the bingo card today. We could see him steal, but I would be surprised. First pitch in there for strike one. And it appears that Dom Marchetta is wearing a Worcester baseball helmet. Definitely not his, as I don't even know if he had one for Holy Name, given that he never hit. That would be an interesting thing to find out if he does have a Holy Name batting helmet. He did bat back under Coach Carter, but there were never helmets handed out like there were under Coach Macetta. An interesting thing to look into later on. 1-1 the count on Allison. Chopped left side down the line. The throw across from Zabala will be just in time to retire the side. It's an excellent stretch from J.R. Sastry, confirming the retirement of Hunter Allison and the side alike. But OEB finding 2 more insurance runs can breathe a little bit easier. Middle of 6 at Ron Mottl Field. It is the 4 seed up 4-1 on the RBI Guardians. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. It's Zabala then top in the bottom of the 6th inning for the RBI Guardians. A little bit of too early news, if you will, but we will have a pitching change for the Guardians. Charlie Somers was told just moments ago his day is done, and in the bullpen, it is J.R. Sastry warming up. Maybe he wasn't kidding before the game. It looks like J.R. might be in line to come in for the 7th to pitch. It's not going to happen, but I really hope Dom Marchetta comes in to swing to see that battle on display. That would be a very interesting way to battle in the 7th, to see the 2 namers go at it. But a 2-0 count right now on Zabala. The only focus of OEB getting out of this inning, allowing no damage. Fouled away by Zabala. 2-1 now the count. And assuming we're done in the next 10 to 15 minutes, we would be back on track officially. But still, the Cleveland Baseball Federation looking a little bit slow to get back. I would assume most of them will be back within the next 10 minutes, and hopefully so, as they were initially scheduled for 5:30. 3-1 down low for ball 4, and the leadoff man is aboard for the RBI Guardians. Second walk of the day for Zabala. Back to the top we go with TJ Pickett. Pickett has struck out swinging and has also been hit by a pitch today. And it looks like we will have a defensive change, potentially. For OEB, that is Schoaf over at third. He is going to be replaced by Stone Fawcett. The question is, was he used yesterday? If he was not used yesterday in the state championship game, then he is most likely in the bullpen, as he was listed as an active arm for University School on their lineup card. And he's warming up. He did not pitch yesterday. Chopped right side, but it will go foul. 0-1 the count. Unfortunately, do not have that active information of if he threw or not. Was unable to catch that game just at an awkward time, and given all of the movement, unable to follow along. Wasn't expecting to see Chof come in from the bullpen and he ended up not. So now he will have the opportunity to pitch here, whether it be in this game or the next. Back pick from James, not in time. But now for that next game, assuming that Sedlecki's up and ready to go, and Broadwater can also throw, you have Broadwater, Sedlecki, and Schoaf. A great spot for OEB to be in. And last game, our big concern was, who do they have left to pitch? The answer is, it appears to be a whole host of guys. 1-2 count on Pickett. The pitch. Chopped left side, foul. And yes, even more so now, J.R. Sastry getting warm in the RBI Guardians bullpen. He will have Schoaf unless he gets pinch hits, Houston and McCoy. The 1-2 from Bowen. Beautifully in there for strike three looking. There's out number one. Bowen's third punch out of the day as well. We will watch that one back. A beautiful breaking ball in. I'm assuming that could be a changeup, not necessarily a breaking ball, but still good movement. We will see it back again to try to get a read on the pitch. Movement, that is a changeup. And a beautifully placed changeup at that. Good drive by Tavares. It is in the gap in right center field. Heading to third base is Zabala. Holding up at first is Tavares. And that'll put runners at the corners. Just like that, the tying run now steps into the batter's box for the RBI Guardians. A quick change in momentum. And now the question is, can the offense continue to roll? One down, double play ball could be in effect. It's Grell's turn to try and change this game. This game definitely far from over. First pitch, ball one upstairs. It looks like it might still be a small delay, but a delay nonetheless for game number 5. And they're 1-1. And once again in that game, it is number 2, Premier Ohio Boris, taking on number 3, Cleveland Baseball Federation. The 1-1. Inside for ball 2. And Premier off to our left and kind of behind the OEB dugout, starting to get at least a little bit loose. Good fly ball into the outfield in left. Underneath it is Lukowski. He has it, and now it is the race to get the ball home. The relay will be cut off by Fawcett. It will be a sac fly for Grell. Make it 4-2. Definitely does help out the cause. You get a run on the board in exchange for an out, and given the need for runs, I think the RBI Guardians will take that. They still have the tying run in the batter's box. Now it is going to be Jensen Vargo. Vargo has been hit by a pitch. It has flown out in this game. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. So even more so, the runs in that last inning looking really important for OEB. Ground ball left side, Fawcett. His first put-out opportunity at third today is made. Picking up Allison on the far side to retire the side. Good, strong throw across the diamond by Stone, picking up his fellow substitutes. 6 complete at Ron Mottl Field. It is the lower seed, number 4 OEB, up 4-2 on the number 1 seed RBI Guardians. This is the 2025 Midwest Challenge on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. As expected, the call to the bullpen has been made by the RBI Guardians. Charlie Sommers taken out of the game after 6 innings of work, allowing 4 runs. On now to pitch, it is J.R. Sastry, the former namer. I don't believe outside of scrimmages he pitched in an official varsity game for Holy Name, so we will see how he is able to do here. And it is a leadoff single for OEB. Shove takes it the other way to get OEB back on the bases. Great bit of hitting to get the 7th underway. Once again, this is the final frame of this game. Even with the potential time limit looming, which it's not really given where we are right now, I believe maybe 30 minutes away from it at that. This is going to be the last inning, barring any last-minute heroics from the RBI Guardians. Now the second pitch of the inning is fouled away right side, 0-1 the counts. Sastry by nature more of a contact pitcher. Forces contact and goes from there. 0-1 count on Houston. The pitch hits him. And that is not the contact we were alluding to from Sastry. Either way, runs inside, and that'll put 2 on, still nobody out. A good chance for OEB to get a few extra insurance runs on the board just for good measure. Once again, the biggest win today for any squad was 3 runs, and that was Premier Boris taking down Premier Relic. We could be on the cards for a bigger win here. And on top of that, no run rules yet today. And that will be the parting line through 4 games, even if OEB is able to get a run rule score line. McCoy stepping in 2-1, a chance to do some damage. Takes ball 1 at the head level. Went right across his face. Big question, though, for OEB. Do you keep the man in the on-deck circle, or excuse me, the man now in the 3-hole in Bowen in the game pitching, or do you make the change? And that, I think, is in large part going to be decided by how this frame goes. And as well defensively, do we see some other changes? Palangio doesn't look like active for this game. We still could see him come in and play some third base if needed. 1-1 upstairs for ball 2. And looking at my lineup card, he is not listed, so I don't think he is up and active for this game. He is in short, so we will not see him this game, but maybe the next one. It was an interesting decision, though, to list Marchetta on the bench for this game. Here comes Sastry's 2-1. Hard hit ball, but foul now 2-2. And once again, the wind picking up here at Ron Mottl Field. It has been here in kind of stints today. Two the counts. Sastry looking for out number 1. The pitch. Fouled behind. Good powerful cut by McCoy. The winner will play again at 7:45 tonight for the championship. The championship initially scheduled to begin at 5:30, got moved to 7:45 with the addition of a 6th game. The 2-2 lobbed in off the plate, and we are full 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the on-deck circle, it is the 10-hitter A.J. Lakowski. But OEB looking to make a statement in the final inning. Sastry, in the meantime, looking to get his rhythm back. Here comes the payoff pitch. Lobbed in off the plate for ball 4, and that will load up the bases for Lakowski. Tough start to the outing for JR. Hit by a pitch and a walk. But Lakowski a chance to really solidify this win for OEB. The Guardians fighting for their hopes to win this tournament. And you can hear on the field, everybody's saying to cut off the run at home. First pitch in there for strike 1. And that has to be the priority. No runs can score this inning if you are the RBI Guardians. If they do that, make the job of the offense that much more difficult. And keep in mind, the offense has been really working off of errors. That's how the first run scored, and then the second one was on a sac fly. 2 strikes on Lukowski. Puts that one just into the outfield on the edge of the grass. Pickett has it for out number 1, and there will be no advancement on the bases by anybody. Good relay by Pickett from the outfield, able to keep the runners at bay and to keep this a 4-2 ball game at the same time. Garrett Broadwater now steps back in. 2 for 3 today, 2 singles and a ground out to his name. Garrett has been a big addition in game number 2 for this squad. Once again, just finished up his time at Carrollton, now going to Charleston to play college ball. It is that grouping of Carrollton kids, Houston, Broadwater, James, and Allison. They have been the heartbeat of this squad today. And on top of that, you have guys like Stone Fawcett stepping up in big moments, getting some runs on the board. Don Marchetta coming in earlier than expected to give some good innings in the last game. Overall, a lot of great team baseball today by OEB. And if the result holds, they are more than deserving of a spot in the championship game. And I don't really think that is up for debate. I think everybody here who has seen this team play today knows they deserve a spot in that championship. Broadwater pieces it into center field. It is down, and it will go down as an RBI single as there is no play anywhere else. That might be the icing on the cake for OEB. That big hit from Broadwater makes it 3 for 4 on the day for him and makes it 5-2 overall in favor of OEB. Just an awkward hit into the shallow part of the outfield. Pickett unable to get there in time. Did a good job trying to get that ball in quickly enough for the out at 2. Just not there. Still 1 down as Braden Deutsch steps back in. A base hit, a hard 90, and a fly ball into center field. That has been his day so far. 1-0 upstairs for ball 2. The base is still being loaded with 1 out. This is a good chance for OEB to solidify this win. Sastry sets up for the 2-0. Almost hits him. And they say it will. We kind of heard that slight graze off the jersey, and that'll make it 6-2 in favor of Ohio Elite. Second hard 90 of the inning surrendered by Sastry, and that'll bring up Brady Bowen. And in the meantime, Bowen is going to go and, I believe, get some equipment from the first base coach. A whole host of gloves and other things in his hand. You can kind of see it spray on your screen. 3 different items being tossed off to the left. But Brady Bowen, his task right now, either A, help out his cause on the mound, or B, help out his offense and his new pitcher. But with the score now 6-2, the pressure really off. But still always the prospect for some more damage. Sastry coming set, delivers. In there for strike 1. Perfectly placed there by Sastry, able to get that strike. And right now, with the game almost out of hand, this is where he can really just focus on the fundamentals and get better for his next outing. The 0-1. Runs inside, now 1-1. Time now 5:08. The next game scheduled for 5:30. I think we will still have a quicker start time, maybe around 5:40 for that game. But as of right now, OEB still looking ever dangerous at the sticks. The 1-1. A good drive by Bowen into the outfield. It will be tracked down by Pickett for out number 2. And sagging and scoring from third is OEB. That'll make it 7-2. That was McCoy tagging up on the play. That'll keep runners at first and second with 2 down now. But a 5-run lead in hand for the number 4 seed. They have truly made a big statement in this game. Down 1-0 early, responding with some runs, up 2-1, and they haven't looked back since that point in the 4th. That is really when this game flipped on its head. Sastry checking the runner, deals, ground ball right side, and it is through between first and second. They will send Broadwater, and he will score. It's an RBI single for Stone Fawcett. That is his second RBI of the game, and that'll make it 8-2. The train continues to roll across the tracks here for OEB. The good times rolling offensively, and that is what you want to see from this offense. Now up by 6. This one looking like a convincing victory. James looking to now put the finishing touches on. Sastry still keeping a close eye on the runners behind. Lobs in strike one upstairs. Once again, before this game, the closest contest was a 3-run ball game. This one, a 6-run differential. Just showing how dominant this OEB squad is today. And there for strike 2. And once again, with this win, that would confirm that both teams in the championship would be playing their 3rd game of the day, kind of evening out the playing field. But who will OEB play in that game? We will find out in the next game. 0-2, good drive by James into the outfield, and it will fall in. They will send home run number 9. The play at the plate will not happen. The one at 3 gets away. It is 9-2, a slight tie-up over at 3rd, and that will make it 10-2. And now into 3rd is going to be James. Chaos all the way around. Kind of a jumbled up pile at 3rd. 2-run score. Now an 8-run game. Basics, that's an RBI single. Added layers, 2-run score. He takes 3rd. A very intriguing end to this game. Hunter Allison back in for his second cuts of the game. 0 for 1 with a ground out. But right now the damage has been done and the win pretty much is solidified. Allison chops it foul 0-1. But OEB still working through this inning, still taking as many hacks as they can. And that'll give them a chance to really keep the bats going into the championship game. And that is their focus right now. The 0-1. Allison, deep fly ball to left field, still going back, taken in by Gonzalez, and that will at long last end the top of the 7th inning. A good drive by Allison, but nothing coming from it. In the end, it did not matter. A whole host of runs score here for OEB in the top of the 7th inning. The Guardians need 8 to keep their playoff hopes alive when we return. This is the 2025 Midwest Challenge on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back to the action, some developing news in Tri-C baseball. A couple of weeks ago, there was a recruit on campus who had played for Ohio State, and he played his high school ball for Avon Lake. That is Hayden Blosser. As of 2 hours ago, Coach Stolberg has managed to get a Division I pitcher from Ohio State here to Tri-C. Unbelievable work, just unbelievable from Tri-C. They have so many top-tier guys coming in. That group is going to be a fun one to watch in a couple of months in the fall and then again in the spring. But Hayden Blosser coming to Tri-C to play some tops ball. That'll be fun to see when that happens. But we saw the first part of that develop a couple of weeks ago, and now to see it finally come to pass, definitely a good full circle moment. On the mound now for OEB in the bottom of the 7th inning, it is Slater Schoaf. Schoaf so far today has played at third base and then was relieved of his duties by Stone Fawcett. But overall, 1 for 3, has a base hit and then a ground out and a fly out. He has Ellington, Sastry, and Martinez to take care of to seal the deal for OEB. The next game around 15 minutes away from its scheduled start time. Most likely will start at around 5:40. And that's kind of what we expected. Just now 10 minutes behind schedule after a really long delay in between games 1 and 2. We have cut down on the delays by 30 minutes to this point if that is the official start time. But we will see in a few moments. Schoaf's first pitch is in there for strike 1. And I think for OEB, get him in order and get out of here and go rest. Or in this case, probably stick around to watch the next game. And now that's 0-2. It hit off the bat. An awkward one there. Nothing you can really do if you're Ellington. Bat just kind of got in the way. Schoaf's 0-2. Off the plate for ball 1. But OEB, what a turn of events. Down 1-0 early. And they have come to play, now up by 8. This is what happens when you are at full capacity in the summer. This is what you can do. And I said it talent-wise, that first game might be the closest you'll see. I did not steer you wrong, ladies and gentlemen. But this OEB squad with pitches like that, absolutely dominant. It's out number 1. 1 batter faced, 1 punch out for Schoaf. Now J.R. Sastry steps in. He came in for the 7th on the mound. Wasn't able to get much going for the RBI Guardians. Now he will look to make amends at the dish. Schoaf's pitch. Hard foul ball left side on the ground, 0-1. I believe this game got underway at around potentially 3:30. So we are nearing the 2-hour mark in this game. Now a 1-1 count on Sastry. It'll be interesting to see which side is able to prevail, the more offensive-oriented or the more defensive-oriented in the next game. The Cleveland Baseball Federation, a lot more defense in their back pocket, but they did have some late-game magic. And then on the opposite side, Premier Ohio, they came out guns a-blazing from the first pitch to the last. 1-2, weak ground ball, pretty much a bunt from Sastry, and he has a chance to beat it out, but won't on a great throw down the line for out number 2. And just like that, OEB can sound their final countdown. We are going to watch this one back. Pretty much a perfectly executed bunt by Sastry on the swing. But it's just an excellent charge off the mound, no less, by Schoaf. Incredible. Slater Schoaf, what a debut for OEB in the summer. Martinez, the last line of offense for the RBI Guardians in this game. Stay tuned after our final commercial break. When this game goes final, then we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Here comes the 2-0. Down low for ball 3. Martinez just hanging in, patient. It is Owen Scanlon awaiting now in the on-deck circle. He will come in for Biascotia. And that'll be ball 4. With 2 down, there will be some life on the bases for the RBI Guardians. Still, this game will not end up going their way, but time has been called now. It looks like a talking to for Schoaf, unless he is hurt, which it looks like he's okay, but more of just something to settle him down after those 4 pitches went away from him. But to stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter, as well. Subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is 4,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. It is the rising junior at St. Ed's, and Owen Scanlon stepping in. Runner at first, 2 down, 8-run deficit for the Guards. Schoaf deals. Missing off the plate for ball 1. Weekend number 2 for both of these teams, if I'm not mistaken, for tournament play. Still a lot of tournaments left to go, a lot of tournaments for both teams to potentially win. That pitch in there for strike one. Even count 1-1. Good delivery in from Schoaf, able to hit the zone. Scanlon looking for a response on the 1-1 from Schoaf. The pitch. Going to miss, up and out for ball two. Kind of a slow finish to this game. The offense had the excitement up in the top of the seventh, but the bottom just kind of a slow descent. Scanlon, a hard crack into right field. It is down for a 2-out single. Heading to third is the runner, and he will be safe. Martinez just in there in time. Scanlon uncorked, and the game will continue. Some good late game hitting by the RBI Guardians. Beautiful cut, though, by Scanlon, able to drive that one into right field. A good, powerful swing, and all of a sudden, 2 on, 2 down. The Guardians would need a lot to go their way, but we could see a potential 2-out rally mounted. First pitch into Gonzalez will miss for ball one. After Gonzalez, it is Zabala, then Zop. For this game to continue, we would need to see a lot more than that. Gonzalez fouling that one away now, 1-1 the count. Game 4 of our 6-game slate today coming to a close. Here comes the 1-1. Pops up on the infield. This should do it. Over at first, it's Allison. He has it, and OEB can book a place in the championship game. 10-2 your final. It is the 4 seed taking down the number 1 seed RBI Guardians. And for the first time today, we have a non-chalk winner. Just pops up on the infield. Allison able to get underneath it with ease, and OEB shows off the full capacity of their might in this one. A great win for the boys in teal. We will step aside one final time, and then we will be back on to announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. 10-2 your final in game number 4 of our 6-game slate today. Your player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville belongs to none other than Garrett Broadwater. 3 for 4 at the plate, had an RBI, a lot of impact plays in the field. Overall, what it takes to win is a guy like Garrett coming in, did not play in game number 1, and he completely changed the dynamic for OEB in this dominant victory over the RBI Guardians. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is 4,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. As well, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for being today's broadcast sponsors. And if you don't own a business but want to help out in a monetary fashion, you can go to the SmeeSports website at SmeeSports.com and give us a monetary donation under the donation tab. But that'll do it for game number 4. Ohio Elite books their place in the 2025 Midwest Challenge Championship game, taking down the RBI Guardians 10-2. the final. I have been Nathan Smee saying so long from Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field for now, and we will see you again in around 15 minutes for game number 5 today. This is the 2025 Midwest Challenge on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge.